Yo, so that was good, y'all, man. Let's be back to it again. This time I got Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair episode 12. I believe it's episode 12. It's been a minute. It's around be 13, around be 16. Someone said it's definitely not 16 because you've been gone for 16 months. The fuck is wrong with you? What is your problem, bro? It's only been like 16 days. If even that. I don't even know if it's been that long. Anyway, we back today with Danganronpa 2, man. I ain't finna waste somebody else's time because I don't got nothing else to say. So we just finna hop right into it, bro. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. I got you, gang. Shut the fuck up. I got you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for those of y'all that are getting a little shell shocked by all this aggression. It's a carryover from all them comments y'all been leaving. Get the fuck on Danganronpa now. It's a little excitation transfer. That's all. Hey, one of y'all ass so funny, bro. In my God of War video, I said, bro, do not say nothing to me about Danganronpa. Shut the fuck up, cause I'm finna play it. Folks ass gonna comment talking about, is Danganronpa cooked? Let me just shut up, bro. Like, it was a comment and then they replied to their comment because literally 10 seconds later I said, I'ma play it, bro. Be quiet. Y'all ass funny. I told y'all I'm gonna be back. Alright, let me shut up. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this makes me depressed. Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. So no killing blow? Yep. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. It makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate, so we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. I guess you're right. And let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Next to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I had to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Is it even him? How I know this not some Mukuro Ikusaba shit? Monokuma File 5 has been added to the True Bullet section of the handbook. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. Doesn't matter this time. What don't matter? So... the time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma File. The time was death at... what? The time of death was noon sharp. Feels at noon. What were we doing at that time? Why every time I start recording this game, my fucking ear wanna tickle? It's no other game. It's like they put a fucking worm in my shit or something. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? Ah! What were we doing? Well, right now it's time. 12:30. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Right. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could also use some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Right. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Like... I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what the fuck is gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? That's obviously wrong. This ride school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Jeez. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Well, yeah. Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. Hey! What do you mean, something? Shut up! He's making us kill each other, you know? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? Damn it! I don't know. But this is Monokuma we talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. She's like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yep. Yeah, about that sprinkler? It's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire. Well? You can see a grrr next to it, right? There? See? Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right. I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling. Grrr.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood. The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. What the fuck is that? Shit like paint. Shit like tape. Is that painter's tape? Get the fuck back. You standing all in the forefront. You look like you did it. Foreground, I mean. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him. Everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. Nah. Now's not the time to think about unnecessary shit. I need to focus on the investigation right now! Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base. Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. Looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arms were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed a knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
You should. Hey, I'm trying to figure out why Monokuma got a hole in his stomach though. And does that mean the killer went through the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spit, huh? That bitch got tied up. He was a freak. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burnt off like this, why Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? What? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me? Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face, ripped that shit off his fucking... Yup. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine? I'll put it right back away when I'm
Hey.
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito... You singing to me? The blood on Nagito's face? Looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use, she's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood spattered on his face? There's no blood underneath the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well?
That means he got duct tape first. The duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? I guess I was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body, so he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a little bit. But what's wrong with that? Is this something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. His breath stinks. It reeks of despair. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Do I give a fuck? Potentially. Why do I give a fuck? Nar clue. I have nar clue. Should I try the clue? No. Absolutely not. I'm not finna try the shit. Left hand. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand, have stab wounds, but this looks like a slice. It's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange? Strange what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from his left arm with slight, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm? Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. What? Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but is something else that's strange? You flip it over, look at the back of his hand.
Well?
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. That bitch, you know, in his last dying moments, I swear this nigga made, if he's actually dead, this nigga made his last dying moments purposely ambiguous so that we could fucking struggle and probably die with him. Fuck him. You're right. Why is it only on this part? I'm gonna tell you why. That hole in his fucking stomach, before he died, he playing with his fucking pancreas. That's why he did that. I mean, that's not why he did it, but that's why the blood is there. I don't know why he did it.
See?
It's just as I said, right? Strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. That bitch say, huh? It's definitely strange. What the killer do to make the blood splatter like that? No. Ain't no what the killer did. What the fuck did he do? What did he do? That nigga did something. I ain't trying to hear that shit. He did that. Fuck. Where would your hand even be at? Is that his fucking hand right there? His hand was holding on to that little spear. Or are those nutsack prints? Or is that a palm print? You tell me. That shit got a rounded edge with a missing, like it's missing in the middle. And you know your palm is not flat. My feet are flat, but my palm is not flat. So that bitch, yeah, that's his hand right there. That bitch was on the, he was bending over?
What?
Why is his palm on the ground? I'ma stop. That shit get strange real quick. A spear with a flashy ornament on the is impaled deeply in the Nagito's stomach.
I'ma say pause.
There's no way around it. It looks like the fatal wound. A bitch gonna be a bitch, a hoe gonna be a hoe, a killer gonna be a killer. That's something you need to know.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. This your first time looking at it too? Of course not. This is a spear, right? You definitely just came up with that just now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mine, so I can't go in there. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. You believe that? Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out the handle looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Well, that's where he was holding that bitch, I guess. Well, that wouldn't make sense. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Why is his fucking cloak Tetris blocks? I just now realized that. What type of shit was you wearing? What the fuck? This nigga wearing the Sears Tower on his cloak. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma found, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie Nagito up? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? Maybe to immobilize him. At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. The torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the stab wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was this something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito.
What?
Refusing to let him die easily, I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they have really gone this far? I mean, that bitch did blow up, you know? Anywho, I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't actually believe I investigated such a grisly looking body. Grisly, give a fuck about Riley. Who the fuck is Riley? I don't give a fuck about her though. Or him, I don't know. Fuck him. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? A classmate's dead body is right in front of me and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Oh well, you know how trauma go. You know. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we could think about what will happen after. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. What? Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of them life-size plushies that was being produced at the factory? I just had a really dumb idea. And I'm gonna tell you, but it's dumb. This is a very dumb idea, and I damn near don't even want to acknowledge it. But like, okay, two things. Number one, what if they affed this nigga, put him on the conveyor belt, and then the conveyor belt killed him? That was number one. Number two, maybe they didn't stuff him inside of a Monokuma. Maybe they did stuff him inside of Monokuma. I don't know. They're saying it's life size. I don't know why he wouldn't fit if it's life size. But anyway, if they didn't, what if this nigga was on a conveyor belt and he got fucking punctured by the machinery? I'm gonna leave it alone. If you're mistaking that plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too.
Hey!
Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What the fuck are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like he got stabbed and going through the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? That's a little ass plush though.
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
Damn. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of the world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. They put Nagito inside of it, or Nagito was holding it and got ripped open. Huh? That fucking bear, and that hole in his stomach are attached. I don't know how the hole got over here. I don't know how the hole got over here. But that hole in his hole. It might not be a pause, but it's just strange to say. They got something in common, that's all I'm trying to say. Fire grenade. It's like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of the plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, the evidence really isn't all that strange. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. Also, looks the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
What? Just kidding. I didn't even get the joke yet. Fuck you just kidding about? Breathing? Stop it then.
Oh!
I'm tripping today. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. I just told that bitch stop breathing. Stop it. You can keep breathing. So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using an oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy the evidence. It's the only reason I could think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one, so what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should investigate other areas inside the warehouse first. Looks like Sonya is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished vetting them now, I think I'm in a minute. Hey, Sonya, you got a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about what that, when that fake bomb Nagito set off in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is alright, it is not a bomb! Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing at that time?
Oh my! It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus. Shit. You son of a bitch. Sonya?
I am sorry.
I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planting bombs, you got suspicious and went over to investigate them?
That is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see. I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought I could use one of them to gain an entrance to the ancient ruin.
However,
that plan was an
utter failure.
Okay, get off my fucking dick, bitch. If you wanna read, then read. Look at Monami over there. Why the fuck are you even right there, you bitch?
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
Sometimes you talk like you don't know how to talk, and it's fucking with me.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
If the bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it's strange when Nagito blew up the hotel. That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were all real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You right. I got it. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is it here?
Maybe.
Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. It's like it busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? That bitch was trying to drown out the sounds of misery. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel of the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did I do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, you'll be fine. With those words, the cotton brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. And then she booted that bitch, I know. I know! You ain't that nigga you say you is. Could it be... Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering?
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying down on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to that other tipped over panel, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't that clearly strange? Strange, that means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried? Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonya mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spirit originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him. Pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Stop fucking talking to me like that. Stop. Hey guys, isn't it about time we leave this place to try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the other gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about the proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We'd have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to... So we need to search for them in other areas, probably? Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely? You don't really need to say that, but...
Hey!
It's okay if we leave these plates on there. Fuck, there's no time for us to stand around. Fuck. In order to survive, there's no other way to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Get the fuck out my face. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on his laptop, at the time Nagito had already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides the video, there might have been data on his laptop that could be used as a clue. But that thought I might not try messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there's a way, there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well,
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism!
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it! Hold on. If there's a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Yes, pie.
Either way, it is all gravy! All gravy? What the fuck does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop! There's no bomb! Fuck!
Hey,
You don't know if you just pick me up, see? All I can feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I'm gonna give you guys a hint. You should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. The bomb went from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. You didn't say shit that you shouldn't have said. That bitch blew up Makoto's whole life with a bomb in his booty. Had motherfuckers thinking he was the killer. That bitch got put in a dumpster. When I first came in, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonya was telling the truth.
However...
Right, the bombs disappeared. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Oh, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only something? I clicked that on accident. Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. A huge supply of guns and other firearms was stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Found it! What the fuck you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Ain't that the same type of knife that stabbed Nagito through his hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained a knife here.
All right.
So the killer's someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy.
Man.
Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. She know I won't tell. That's like breaking the law. Come to my house or my hotel. I'll be breaking your wall. What the bitch, you just scared the shit out of me. First of all, I thought you were Nagito. Second of all, I didn't expect not a nan nigga to be here. You just scared the shit out of me. I was over here singing. Bitch, oh my grandma, I'm just walking straight. I'm like, damn, where the fuck Nagito shit at? Well, scary ass bitch. I'm annoyed. What happened? I'm annoyed? What are you annoyed about? I want to investigate Nagito's cottage, but I'm annoyed? I'm annoyed? I don't really understand, but you can't investigate the element. Here's to try to investigate Nagito's cottage. She know I won't tell. Huh? It's locked? Apparently. We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed. There's nothing I could do. I'm gonna investigate another area. What you gonna do? I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. Let me know if we can go inside. Why you ain't just do what Nagito used to do? Monokuma! Wow! You open this door for us? And now you in there. Why you ain't do that?
Yo.
Get that wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where that weapon came from. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. Spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
That's what I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. Same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing, so... There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gun, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with unnecessary cord things on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could be that reason? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid shit like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go.
What's this?
Oh my! You wanna go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black beans. Hey, we don't got time to mess around. Hurry up and open the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just got to do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. Doesn't sound like it opened. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside. The door is now open. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that bitch did open. Didn't sound like it opened. I'm dumb though. My ears aren't. What the? Did you see that shit? So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in her? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that is hidden here as well. Was he fucking Monokuma? Why you in that nigga bed? I mean Bev.
No.
Ow. Bitch, that hurt.
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed? It's usual place for hiding things? Yeah, like porn. Well, we should check just in case. Niggas got magazines still? Grow up. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What is this? Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These are like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He's hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Maybe creating a bomb.
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found a supermarket bag and a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum. Similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. That bitch said, wait, time out! That bitch started panicking. Chill. It's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. Know where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go through the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talk with Chiaki, I open the refrigerator out of curiosity. Poison. There really isn't much inside. Only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle labeled Monokuma Special Poisoning. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't seem like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some type of dietary protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for... poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. That girl is? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Do not drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes. And is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does. Why you sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb.
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such a dangerous item. The octagon inside the fun house. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez. How dangerous? What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. What about this poison?
See?
Looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? When is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using his poison before he died? If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. He could potentially kill everyone on this island? Everyone on the island? The fuck? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even though you died, nigga? Monokuma special poison. There's a lot of books arranged here. The Nagito bring these from the library. In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave that for later. Yeah, I agree. Well, fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Yeah, it's hers. Get her off my screen though.
Perhaps.
That treasure box? Shaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. It's like that bitch was not reacting. It's hers. This is like Monami stolen treasure box. If this is here, then that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stole it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's so important? What? I read that wrong and shit, whatever. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happen, so everyone is tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I keep flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continuing on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues in here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry on the edge. Hasumi tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. What? Huh?
Hey.
Something happened? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
Whew. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I come any later, you would have seen inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal. I was betrayed by my lovely student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook? It's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
You're a liar!
Ooh.
You always show up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Oh my god. Monami! It's not good to lie, you know. Lie. There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't. Because you have no fingers on your hands.
Phew.
Bullseye. I know because I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. Looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write that in that notebook. Is that true? If so, then who wrote it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Did they really have to string that goddamn guitar when she exited? That bitch did not deserve that much praise. Damn it, she totally ran away again. Same pattern as usual? Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Well, they say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart? Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. It doesn't mean we should ignore it though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. What? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? There might be private stuff in here. But it might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you? I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing. You didn't get persuaded. The bitch just told you to and you said alright. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there's any clues here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal! Indeed. It's the school badge of Host Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain any our information. Just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said that I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. There might be another one of his lies too. I opened up the file in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there's information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began, reading through the content. Profiles contain basic information such as my date of birth, my height, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There's no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received from clearing the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there? It's not just my profile. Profiles of everyone in here. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
You say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, this is basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Jackie leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here.
Jackie, yo, like, I don't know how to explain it. Your head big as shit, but your face little as shit. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But it's like, I don't know, bro.
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Whole Speak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on the island, no matter what, is definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason, which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking at these profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through these pages confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Ultimate Imposter is crazy. Every section was filled with these question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate Imposter? That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the only correct information regarding him. Ultimate Imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really a Byakuya Togami.
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still.
But he couldn't help it? What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent? Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth is nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys were the Whole Speak Academy, you should have already known about the Ultimate Imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitors are spiced from the Future Foundation, not a student from Whole Speak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included in him?
correct.
It would be fun if you guys figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
And we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Okay, I don't care. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't even a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Damn, he did that fast. I'm flicking that little belly button. That's the alarm. That bitch stand up. That bitch stand up, and when it's time to get on that, bling, 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 and I feel like that's a pause, but I feel like that's what he's doing. I feel like that's his button. That's his alarm. That chime just now. It wasn't T-Mobile. You know what time it is.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
Crazy. The last class trial. He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this definitely might be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once? But still, it's not a good idea to think about it right now. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us. You're right. The class trial for Nagato's murder, we're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't think who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. They about to all accuse me. It's over with for me. Hello there. Oh, that bitch not there.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must start our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guys who's making us do it.
You know, right?
That bitch started losing his mind.
You.
What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? Definitely gonna want to leave this island. Think like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
The fuck are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Yeah, I'm right. Stupid rabbit, just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I realized this cursing your powerlessness on your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of himself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What the fuck is her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different than before.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
Can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minamaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand what Manami is saying. I think, because it's you. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right, we need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. In the back, I wish I had an FN. I don't. I got this fucking Gen. I got a Gen 5 and a switch on this bitch. If you play with me, I hit the switch on this bitch. The lights go off and it's dim in this bitch. You can't see because when I blow, I'm killing this bitch. And when I'm killing this bitch, I really flow like shit. And I flow like shit. That's diarrhea, bitch. And when it come out, it's watery. You're dehydrated. You dehydrated? You might need Gatorade, not no motherfucking Prime. It's about that time that you hit the damn like and subscribe. Don't play with me. Don't play with mine. Cause if you do, I'ma make your life sour. Lime. Ah! Y'all could tell me I ate, bro. Y'all could tell me I ate. You don't gotta always hate on me. You know, sometimes it could be love, shorty. Sometimes it could be love. You don't gotta always hate on me. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I ain't a Monokuma rock. Why is the rock sounding wet? Why is the rock sounding wet? Why is the rock sounding wet? Is that clay? Is that clay? Is that clay? Is that clay? This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
let's worry about things after we're finished.
You are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going so smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. We must. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Hello there. Oh, I thought that bitch was gonna be right there. Sorry. Well then, now that that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Damn! Damn! I don't know why that one was so funny. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make him give it your all.
All right!
Did I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
Viva killing? Bitch, you're demonic. You're a morsel of the devil. This is the 5th class. What does morsel mean? Let me Google it. Morsel means a small piece or amount of food. A mouthful. A small piece or amount. Yeah, that bitch is literally a small piece of the devil. I said what I said, and I meant it, and I used it right. Eat a dick and die. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain's about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable, a twist out Makoto, but his true nature held such a demented thought process that there was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope would never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also the times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but... there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Damn. I don't know what I meant by that, but I said it. And I don't regret it. I might edit it out. You might not even hear what I said.
Now then,
shut the fuck up.
Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
Oh! Hit him back! Hit him back! Okay.
One more time!
Hit him back!
Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
That bitch is fucked up. Look at her. She's fucked.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito.
who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
I don't know about a way in hell, but there could be a way in here right now, currently, so.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? And they the same person? Or are they a bear? They might be a bear. All right. Well, let's see what we talking about. Y'all hear that dreadful ass synth?
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? I don't really know. Why would they torture him and have
Definitely
tape on
the
his
bomb's
mouth?
hiding-
I'm not gonna lie,
by
that torturing shit doesn't make sense because why would you have the duct tape on his mouth? He can't even talk. He can't talk. I'm
Nagito's
gonna
body was-
try
Because
to.
the killer tortured.
I'm like, he couldn't even
No,
talk.
that's wrong.
Okay. I almost felt dumb for thinking that, but I'm like, the nigga can't even talk. What are you doing?
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
All right.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Okay. The snake, the slithery slayer.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Are you fucking serious? I'm so tired of this shit. You fucking pussy
Like you
bitch.
said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut,
Whoops.
you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Kazuichi seems unusually confident. I should ask him why that is.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it... First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
What?
Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap. They duct taped his mouth shut.
Why is that not it? Only reason I selected duct tape is because the blood was on top of it, but it wasn't on his mouth. So we know, like, he didn't do it after he killed him. So maybe I'll put duct tape on after he killed him.
Then, after they killed him,
There we go. Okay,
Allow me
okay.
to cut through those words.
Right.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Be quiet.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school,
You
bitch?
were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
But they didn't destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
No, I don't think so.
Can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Can you
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
do whatever you please?
Damn right it is!
Oh, okay. She locked in. The reason for the fire, huh? You're right, we need to clear that up first. I don't think it was evidence because all the evidence is back there anyway. But maybe I'm dumb.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps
What?
opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
What? Some kind of setup we used to start the fire, so what could it be? I don't know. Let's see.
It could have ignited the curtain.
It gotta be Monokuma panels.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No,
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
I don't know.
Or perhaps opening the door.
Here we go.
I agree with
Ooh,
that.
I locked in with that one. Ooh, I locked in with that one.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure.
Okay.
A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
You damn near didn't even sound like it was English. I don't know.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels, so when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second, and from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
That Nagito diagram is so disrespectful, gang.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Killer did one more thing to have the domino effect. For real? Ooh, fuck. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Ooh, what they do? Ooh. Maybe this.
I see!
Okay. The sound.
You were talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
This side of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared. Get the fuck off my screen. I don't care about no hymnal.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
What up? That bitch was locked at first? So they ain't want us to just simply open it type shit?
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
No.
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is, the killer couldn't have left.
The panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened. The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Who? Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
They saying folks pulled a Sakura, person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Well...
This is my answer. What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
You must have forgot who that nigga was. That cunnilingus is not a normal cunnilingus, you know?
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Potentially.
Huh?
Yeah.
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
That motherfucker might have been an ally. That motherfucker might have been compliant, you know?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
What if it was a mixture? Like it was supposed to be one, and then a nigga got to him before he could get to himself. It be like that sometimes.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
Yeah, but
that's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Right.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. As long as you understand.
That's the only part, but everything else I do think Nagito did to himself, but just the tying up part, somebody else definitely was in there.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Talk to me.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
I wonder. Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I think I know what they're about to say. I think I know what they're about to say. They about to say something about that burn. Yep, that burn rope. It's gonna be that burn rope. It's got to be this burn rope.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
Except make it look like it got tied up, but it never did.
Impossible if you were by yourself.
Fuck! It's not that, but it has to be that, but it has to be somewhere else. It has to be that, but it has to be somewhere else because that burn rope just makes it look like it got tied up, but it may never actually have been tied up.
To actually tie up.
Okay, right there.
No, that's wrong.
I'm like, I know it got something to do with burn rope.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
And proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. I don't fucking know. The knife in his right hand?
Trap!
Hell no, I'm like, what? Duct tape?
Trap!
What the fuck? I don't know why. I don't know why you're saying that, but I'll say it's right sleeve.
I see.
Why is it the right sleeve? I didn't pay attention to no sleeve.
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
I didn't pay a single attention to no sleeve.
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
I don't get what you're saying.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Yeah, I know that, but what the fuck they got to do with sleeve?
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
She was not like this in the beginning. She was not like this in the beginning. Can we have a conversation real quick? Just real quick. I don't want to make this too dark and too serious, but I do want to have a conversation about hypersexuality. She has a past of being touched. Remember, she told us. She has that as her, you know, her upbringing. I promise you there is a link between hypersexuality and childhood SA. I swear to God. This could be funny if you don't think too deep about it. You know me though, I think too deep about it. Her past, she like, this is the shit that they, I swear to God, if you, like, how many P-stars do you know they start telling their story, they get, you know what I'm saying? How many of your friends that you know is hypersexual and they tell you they pass and motherfucker, cause damn near every single one of mine that were hypersexual, they told me some shit like that, gang. I promise you. So if you don't look too deep at this, it's a funny, quirky moment. This shit not funny if you think too deep about it, because her past is literally, oh yeah, niggas grab on me, niggas touch on me. You feel what I'm saying? That shit, not funny.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Bitch, how much you been selling your little twat for? That little popsicle. It shouldn't be a popsicle though. It should be more like a, I don't know. I don't know, like a what is it? You might get a popsicle, how would I know? Fucking snow, it's the snow.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
But is the knife stabbed into the ground?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
What are you talking about? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. The fuck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh my God, what is 10,000% interest? Let me do the math real quick. I'm not doing the math. A way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. This nigga convinced Nagito did it. Sheesh. Let's see.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
Damn, can you calm
down?
down?
Into the air and let the knife fall. Could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Yeah, I was about to say, ain't no evidence of him really doing that,
Maybe
but
he propped the knife somehow
probably.
and slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Blood on the girder is crazy. Why is that right there?
How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
Can you calm down? Sorry, I don't want to hear what you got to say though. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I'm just trying shit.
The knife fall.
Okay, I'm just trying shit.
Bound left hand.
How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air.
This gotta, I don't know. I'm gonna throw this at the end and see what happens. Oh shit, time up, my bad.
Bend that easily.
His bound left hand.
Propped it onto what?
If he just
A
propped the
Monokuma
knife,
plushie? Are you serious?
he could have used his bound left hand.
Don't tell me this nigga propped it on the
If you're
Monokuma
tied
plushie
up,
and that's
your
what
arms won't bend that easily.
and that's what that bitch over there by his
We
feet.
don't
But
know
that
if
wouldn't
his left
explain the
hand can
whole.
even reach his right
That
hand.
wouldn't explain the hole in that bitch chest. But don't tell me he propped it up on his plushie.
Even if Nagito's right hand, how could he stab his?
If he threw the knife and let the knife, could he stab his hand?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped.
Wow.
I agree with that.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'll let you have it. Wow.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
I thought that was related to the fucking spear, but whatever.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him, and it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
Is it? I don't
For a
know.
moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
A doll's hair shouldn't grow at all, so.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
What, all them slices?
The spear.
Oh,
Basically,
that too.
you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
I was thinking that too, but that's dumb.
There is a limit to his constitution.
How do you know?
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Yeah, y'all did that on purpose. Y'all did that on purpose.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated...
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Nah.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Okay, little bunny rabbit. Whoa!
Monomi sassing me.
Whoa!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together.
Akane, what have you ever known? You don't know. You always hear these random ass sounds or smell these random ass smells, but you always asking us what the fuck it is. It's not like that. You don't ever know shit. Calm that little sass down.
That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right, we made it through several ordeals up to now by doing that. Then, even now...
Alright, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Can you stop?
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Shut up.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
I'm not playing Ultra Despair Girls. I'm gonna let you know that right now. If it's worse than what's going on in this trial, I'm letting you know now I'm not playing it. What the fuck are they talking about? I know I be making some charged jokes, gang, but at least I got like an interval in between them. Like, I give y'all a break in between, goddammit. Fuck. So I'm letting y'all know right now, if UDG is worse than what the fuck is going on in this trial, I'm not for none, gang. I'm not for none. Nagito committed suicide, then he must use that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs are tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. The only thing he could have used is his left hand.
His left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Fuck.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
I was gonna make that joke, but then I was like, I'm not finna be hypocritical literally 2 minutes and 30 seconds later. It's just not finna happen. They did it for me.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Perish the thought is crazy. I'm about to start saying that. Perish the thought is crazy. That's
now
magnificent.
That you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
Bitch. Some ice almost just took me out the game. Fucks no.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
No. That's right, that's the problem. No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all keep talking about that waiting that chain at the end of it, that cable. It's not the problem. There's the answer.
What do you think?
I know the answer.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Aha!
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
That cable. That cable, that cord.
I see.
That cord.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
How you doing, bro? You alright? Oh, okay. Just checking on you, gang. I gotta make sure. Huh? Did you? Nigga, no. I already acknowledged myself that I'm a hypocrite. I'll be like, okay, I'll be cracking them jokes every once in a while, but it's just the fact that it happened too much. Like, this the thing. You could make a okay, I'm black, right? I could make a racist joke every once in a while about black people, but if I make them too often, it's gonna start seeming like I got some deep-rooted self-hatred. Like, if I say, what jokes do I even make about niggas? I don't know, but if I ever made a joke about niggas, it's like, okay, you get 1 or 2 of those, and then after that third one in a certain time frame, and depending on the severity, the time frame switches, it's gonna start looking like you got some deep-rooted issues. So you need a cool down period in between archetypes of jokes. So you can have a sexual joke, and then a racist joke, then a fucked up joke, and then a regular joke, and then like an icebreaker joke, and then like a corny joke, and then you can start the process over, probably. But you can't do the same joke over and over and over again without me thinking you're fucking weird, my nigga. Speaking of jokes, I don't give a fuck if you mad at me, bitch. You click my video, you know who I am. Speaking of jokes and black people, there's this comedian named Andrew Schultz. Mind you, I'm not trying to start no beef with nobody, but I ain't scared, but I ain't trying to start no beef with nobody. I just want to acknowledge the situation that's happening. Specifically for my black men, I want y'all to answer this question when I ask you. If a white man get in your face and starts saying, hey man, you fuck with black women? And you answer, yeah, I fuck with black women. And he say, so do y'all grow the beard to cushion y'all face from the slapping that they always do? You know how y'all gotta get that big ass beard? Do y'all grow y'all beard because black women always slapping the shit out of y'all? How are you gonna respond to that joke? Be honest. If a white man walked up to you and said you grew your beard so your black girl don't slap the shit out you, how you responding to that joke? Is it even funny? Be honest. Be honest. I need to know. Y'all lucky I don't got my fucking phone, bitch. If I had my phone, I just would have pulled that video up. That nigga got on that motherfucking podcast and said y'all grow y'all beard because black women be slapping the shit out y'all, so y'all use y'all beard as a cushion. He said some other shit in there too, but I was like, folk, what the fuck is he talking about? Now, that's not to say that niggas don't nervous laugh. Right, I ain't saying niggas don't nervous laugh, but a nervous laugh when you know somebody saying some stupid shit is like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? It's stupid. Like, that's one of them. That's a nervous laugh right there. Not What shorty on TikTok say you over there shining your teeth? Motherfucker talking about black women slapping niggas. You over there. This my thing though. I get that motherfuckers make jokes about every race everywhere, and motherfuckers love to say that we sensitive, okay? I'm not gonna say that I'm not sensitive. I'm not gonna say that nobody else is sensitive. What I am gonna say is there's a time and a place, and there's certain reactions to shit that you have to expect, especially as a comedian. Even me, I'm not a comedian, I'm a YouTuber, but I know some of my jokes not gonna land. I know some of them is gonna land. But when I take that risk, I gotta accept what come with it. It's not about the sensitivity of the person on the ass end of the joke. It's about what you do after you make the joke. Here's what the comedian did after he made the joke, bro. The comedian got on his own podcast. Mind you, the podcast that he was on where he made the joke is two black men. That's the controversy right now. Two black men let the white man make a joke about black women being abusive. Okay, that's the basis of it. The white man, after he got off of the black man podcast, he got on his podcast and was laughing at them because they made an apology because black women, not even just black women, white men, black men, people across the world are looking at their podcast like, y'all are fucking slow. Why would you be laughing at that stupid ass joke? So obviously they made an apology like, oh my god, it was nervous laughter, we didn't intend to offend anybody. The comedian got on his own podcast reacting to their apology, basically calling it bullshit. Like he was clowning them. And then the white comedian said, you know, there was a lot of things that I said during that podcast, and sometimes the producer would be like, hey man, I don't think that's appropriate, we gon' cut that part out. You know what part they didn't cut out? And that nigga came over there and fucked your whole shit up. That nigga came over there and fucked your whole shit up. Now he on his podcast clowning. It's not like he gonna gain a following from this shit, but he done tore your shit down. Got you looking like a fucking goofy because, man, look, that shit crazy though. That shit crazy. That, I don't know. That's one of them jokes where I'm like, are you good? Especially from somebody that ain't black. I'm like, are you good? You know what I'm saying? These niggas over there laughing like a motherfucker, I don't know, like Cat Williams on the stage or something. This shit is not that funny. And then to find out that you allowed that joke but told them niggas the other ones wasn't allowed, like you let that be in the video on purpose because you really thought that shit was funny, but then you got on your apology saying that shit wasn't funny, it was nervous laughter. You got caught up, gang. You got caught up. It ain't even the fact that you laughed at the joke, it's the fact that you lied about laughing at the joke, trying to pass it off as nervous laughter. These the same niggas that said it ain't no bad women in black ain't no bad black women in Atlanta. I feel like I don't want to jump on that though. I don't know if that's what they said per se, but moral of the story is, when it come to jokes and shit, you gotta learn it's a time and place. You gotta learn there's an interval in between making these motherfucking jokes. You gotta learn that there's a cool down. and that there's gonna be certain reactions to certain shit you say. That's all I'm saying. I ain't canceling nobody. I'm just acknowledging a situation that did happen.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Yar.
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yar.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extended from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself with the stomach of the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
Okay.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it was just before that, that's it. Could it be the state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment? Yeah, he pulled it down. I thought we knew. I should be able to figure it out. What they call that shit? The not the Gundam. The Gundam. What the fuck is the grinder? The girder. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, the girder. Logic dive. You're a bitch. Why'd I do that? I don't know why I did that. I got confused, obviously. Why the sensitivity on this motherfucker so slow though? This one. Okay, bro. Question 1. Wait. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above. Under is crazy. Why would I select that one ever? They said that bitch dropped himself on the spear, but it's facing down. How would he do that? That would be funny as fuck if that bitch dropped himself on the spear. What? Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A girder. The girder. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope on Nagito, the spear's cord. I believe so. Hey, look at my little dance, nigga. Hey!
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
Bro, Kodokan is trying to get me. I know y'all see that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over with for me.
If Nagito did that all by himself,
Fuck.
Did he have some sort of ESP?
Fuck.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him.
Did that bitch Nagito find out that he was the traitor? That would have been hilarious.
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Ouch.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Somebody's gonna counter me.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
I don't know.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Look at this fucking
That
image.
spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
What the fuck?
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Right.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
But why?
His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
I thought that nigga was on the team of hope. Why did he do
Did he
that?
want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
What?
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, now I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he died. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me. I really hope that's not what happened. Only reason I'm saying I hope that's not what happened is because it's almost too predictable. It's almost too predictable, gang.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, this shit is way too predictable. Did he find out he was the fucking traitor? This shit would be stupid.
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
And then it's gonna be like, if this is what happened, they're gonna be like, oh, Nagito did it because he wanted y'all to ally again. He saw that y'all were arguing with each other and he just wanted to bring everyone back together. Okay, bro.
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Fuck.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion.
I don't know, man.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
This shit sounds stupid. I don't know. This can't be it.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No.
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Look at Kodo Khan completely changing the brightness of my camera. Bitch, it's dark in here now.
It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about, but I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...?
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
Look at this bitch Kodo Khan, bro. This nigga really on my dick.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
I mean, if we look at it differently, we can if we wanted to.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Chiaki finna be, not yet.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that he couldn't even tamper with.
You were gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with.
Crap!
I'm like, that would be stupid. It wouldn't be the MP3 player, would it?
Crap!
No, I'm like, that shit's stupid too. Let me think. A piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with.
I see!
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, she felt that way earlier.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
It didn't say like what killed him, I guess. Suspicious part about the what she's worried about is, what is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Hangman Gambit. Death to, fuck. What word is this? What the fuck? Cause, that's what that word is. I'm like, what word is that? Or it should be cause, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely cause. I'm gonna fuck around and die before I finish it though. Fuck. Fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, they spamming, gang. Do y'all see that shit? Hold on, I'm locked in. I gotta lock in. There's too much shit going on the screen. Kotal Fuck. Kotal ain't never got me during the Danganronpa video, has he? I don't know. Oop, it's starting again. It's starting again. Fuck, wrong button. Hurry up and give me a T. Get me the fuck out of here. Hurry up and give me a T. Get me the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Hurry up and give me a T. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here, gang. Do y'all see that shit?
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. I know, fucker. I noticed that.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Maybe it was the poison, I don't know.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma?
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But you don't do shit, you just cry about
Even
it.
during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Shut up, bitch!
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
Nar.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright.
Alright.
That's what I believe.
Oh,
Shut up, bitch.
splendid. You guys are so splendid right now.
Shut the fuck up.
That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Okay, bro. Look how sloppy his fucking ex is. Why do they do it like that? In this situation we're in, might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. Probably overthinking. Didn't I just say that would be the... Okay, that would... Alright.
No.
Fuck you! And my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? And how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand in silence when you're alone with someone else. So Monami and I are the bestest of friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I always have to be hated? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. And y'all over there feeling bad for that fucking rabbit the whole time she's still over here trolling. Fuck that rabbit bitch. Anyway.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Then get the fuck off my screen!
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
That bitch ain't even tell me to save.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death
Fuck
missing
that
from the
bitch.
Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
I feel like somebody wants to sell me something!
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but it does. We need to find out what it is no matter what. Me and Chiaki should both know. No one else would know about it. It's that person. That person. Oh, that's funny.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
No.
There's no way he burned to death.
No.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Oh, you fucker. There we go. Little pussy bitch. I had hit that bitch on the corner. I had hit that bitch on the corner, like, yeah, I had to, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker tried to.
I totally
That
forgot
motherfucker tried
about
the
that
head
possibility.
glitch. Pussy bitch tried the head glitch. I ain't never seen a sentence head glitching before.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
That's stupid, though.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
All right.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Why would it be now?
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
Why would it be now?
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
That's stupid.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
I was about to say, what if that nigga, you know how they said the poison can become vapor? What if that bitch vaporized the whole motherfucking warehouse? But I don't know why he would do that, and I don't even know what the effect of that would be. Why didn't we all die if that was the case? I'm gonna leave it alone.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Elimination is usually what I use to pass my tests. If I didn't study, which I never studied actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never really studied for tests in school. Elimination would be how I pass my test. I'd be like, well, that sounds fucking stupid, so I know it ain't that. That's all I would do. And that's what I do for these Danganronpa shits. It's not like, oh, I know it's that. It's a good chunk of these times where I just be like, well, I know it ain't fucking that. So use the process of elimination, y'all. It worked. The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. I just think carefully and try to remember it. Logic dive. Logic dive. Let's go. That bitch Monokuma poisoned him. Hey! You know I ain't hit that shit, you pussy bitch. What state was the poison liquid? What? Oh, when it affected Nagito. Sorry. I thought it said when we found it. I don't know where the fuck I got found from. Whoopsies. I don't know why I thought it said when we found it. That's fucking stupid. Fuck, wrong button. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his wounds, through his nose, through his mouth? I don't know. Through his nose? Why would it be through his mouth or his wounds? His wounds is crazy, not gonna lie. That's very creative though. What the f— I do not like Logic Dive at all. I fucking hate Logic Dive, bitch. That was it? Well, I'm glad that was it. I'm getting tired of Logic Dive. Fuck you.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Shorty, I just did this trying to lift my glasses up, ain't shit on my face.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
That's what I had thought earlier. The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that mystery. The sprinkler, the smoke. The fire? I don't know. Oh no. I don't remember that fucking thing saying anything about anything neutralizing anything, Chiaki. Bitch. How about you fucking answer it since you know? God damn.
I see.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Why did the sprinklers—
Poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
What?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
That I didn't read. and the gaseous state is heavier than air. It breaks down. Oh, they did say that. My bad, my bad. They sure did say hydrolysis. I'm tweaking.
Of course, hydrolysis. The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
They did say that. My bad.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? What was his motive for real, for real? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? Nah, they can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
There definitely was an accomplice. Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, the thing that would have been left behind is the meat on the bone. What the fuck are they talking about? Hungry ass. I should have clicked it, honestly.
Talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Give a fuck about what's on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
But I found the container, nigga.
It's probably plastic or glass, right?
Oh, you talking about that container?
There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I get it.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Who recommended that we do that with the fire grenades? Because then they the ones that put the poison in there in the first fucking place.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
They got rid of what was in it.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
Who recommended them fire grenades? I don't want to start accusing the snow again, but Elsa over there looking fucking shiesty. That bitch over there, she don't look like Snowflake no more. She look like Deadly Icicle hanging from over your fucking when you walk outside your door and that shit on the side of your goddamn gutter. Boink, right on the middle of your shit. That's what Sonya looking like right now, but I don't want to accuse her. Even though she might be an icicle, I don't want to accuse her like I've been doing. I've been doing good. I've been doing better.
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
I wonder.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Why?
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Oh, but you in the mood for death. Slow, painful death. Right. I'm just glad to know we on the same page. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. So I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt, but they will get hurt painfully and slowly. They'll be putting me through the grinder. But
that's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. he'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
They dick ride this nigga Nagito so bad, gang.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
They dick ride this nigga so bad, bro.
Still,
Sorry.
that's pretty messed up.
Sorry.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
You be quiet too, little bitch.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right?
Probably not.
Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
It probably will.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
No.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Yeah.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
At what point would they have done that? The nigga died at 12. We were all together at 12. Who the fuck before and during and after 12 would have grabbed the poison if the poison couldn't have did shit until 12? Stupid bitch.
But I just
I
can't
might be the
imagine
stupid
ending
one.
this by turning our backs on the truth.
I might be the stupid one.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
He said, that's it. What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, I felt a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the things he used as a container was... Fuck. Fuck, I knew it. That's why I said fuck. Oh, that wasn't that bad.
I got it!
That wasn't that bad.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Sonya's words contain a clue that contain... Why do I give a figgity fuck? I thought you already answered that stuff.
I can prove it with this.
Why did I even have to do that? You already said it.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right?
So, okay, here's the thing. There's two things that can happen. Number one, Monokuma's gonna try to make us figure out who accidentally killed Nagito. Because even though it was an accident, you still killed him. That, or the nigga that picked up that specific fire grenade knew which one to get and then threw it. How in the fuck are we supposed to figure that out if that's what we supposed to do?
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already.
We already found it out. We found it out that fast.
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
There was a murderer.
You're right.
No. She about to change it.
In actuality, the
Yeah!
truth is even more horrifying.
Yeah!
What did you say?
That's what I'm here for.
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
Right.
The horrifying truth?
Let's see which one she says.
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment of the fire grenades were brought in, the moment of the were the same. Cause when we all threw the shit.
I see.
Duh.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Bitch, get this off my
The
screen.
grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse. The poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
Killed.
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Right.
What the heck? You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Wasn't it just him?
I see. It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Nagito.
I see. That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
Can you sit the fuck down, you porcupine?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To make someone throw that motherfucking poison.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Right.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it
Damn.
probably didn't know either.
Damn. See, okay, that's what I was hoping it wouldn't be. Because I'm like, it's one thing if the accomplice knew which one to grab. It's another thing if it's random chance. And it's just my luck it's fucking me.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Sheesh.
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain
Why would it take that bitch so long to talk? Get it out.
Because of that, Nagito, who was
Fuck.
laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, The poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Fuck.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Fuck.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair.
Fuck.
Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
See, that's why I said I can't keep blaming the snow, bro.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
I don't know, bitch. Use your little smell or
It's
something.
impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Why are you talking about... If a nigga got a shit, what the fuck is the problem, you weirdo?
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Cause you took a shit?
How can you? I'm so...
Okay.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Fuck.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
Me?
There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
Fuck.
I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Okay, bitch, you about to accuse me. That's right, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what type of trap he set. And I have to do it, even if it leads to
I
despair.
got it. Let's do this then.
Well, ew, that bitch ugly as shit right there. Oh my god, look at that fucking image. Ugh. Shit. Who the fuck is hugging each other like that? What the fuck is that? All that intimacy. Y'all niggas love each other like that? Damn. That was I didn't even mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I read that entirely wrong. Fuck.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream...
That nigga said that none of us could have predicted. Bitch, it was like the first thing we predicted. What are you talking about? He's very predictable in this sense, but not that other shit that he did. The second half, couldn't have predicted that. The first half, come on.
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. Panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness, which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
What the fuck?
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought.
What is what?
It's
Whoa!
impossible, isn't
What
it?
is that?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Nah, that bitch wanted it to be me. That bitch wanted it to be me.
He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
Fuck. His talent.
I see!
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Right.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one of the bullets into a gun, spin a cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger? So, you really did it? So that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I just used one bullet. I guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. Nigga, you had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened in the old building of the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent is trash. I'm still the ultimate lucky student though, you know? I'm left with the red mark. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
Cap.
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
No, he wanted it to. He said the traitor threw that bottle. The traitor or Hajime, it's them two. Either he had the traitor specifically throw that bottle, or he had Hajime. Yep.
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student and incorporated that luck into his plan.
Fuck.
As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Fuck.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't have to ask. I already know what the answer is.
I see! That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity, but I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed him when Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason it took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Monami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Yeah. He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to actually have happened,
The only thing we can do is believe.
Yeah.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do?
Right.
I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
Bitch, what the fuck are you about to...
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
Okay, just one thing. If it's Chiaki, the only thing that foreshadowed it being Chiaki was she was the only one that put her thing up to the handbook, the scanner. That would be the only thing, but besides that, I don't know.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
I don't know.
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
I guess the ultimate gamer.
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Oh, me.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Me.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Wow.
Hajime, please.
What the fuck you mean, please? What's this Kyoko shit? Trust me. That bitch said, But we knew since the beginning they was gonna get me. I just didn't know how. Fuck you, bitch, it's you. Whoa.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Bitch, I was about to click myself. What?
Please! Hold on!
Wait, I'm so confused. I'm confused, but I'm not confused, but I'm confused because I'm like, it sounded like she was describing herself, but it also sounded like she was describing Hajime at the same time. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Bitch, I thought you were the mastermind this whole time. The ultimate gamer is crazy, bitch. I thought you were the mastermind. I'm still convinced that you are, but I'll let my thoughts hang back in the window over there somewhere. But yeah, I was getting confused. I'm like, it sounded like she describing me, but it also sounded like she describing herself at the same time. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Damn it! Why? This is nonsense. This is... Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time.
What the fuck
we
is
have been
going on?
helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
You and Chiaki are the same fucking thing. I'm tired of this shit.
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
You are talking to her!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, okay, bitch.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that?
What the fuck?
Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What?
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
The fuck?
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can.
Fuyahiko, you need to figure something out with that shit, bro. You need to figure something out with that shit. That fucking face right there, we need to figure something out. You can't be doing that in these serious ass moments. Talking about some, fuck is that? What are you doing, gang? What are you doing, my nigga? This ain't the time for that.
It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming.
She's the ultimate gamer. If she was, that would be the telltale right there. That's what told. I thought she was the mastermind because she was the ultimate gamer. We're in a fucking game.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all. 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl.
What?
I don't know anything about that girl at all.
What?
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
What?
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here, is that the only way? What?
Hajime, you stupid face!
Whoa!
Hajime, you stupid face!
Oh my god, bitch, stop talking to me like that.
Burst open and mix!
What are you talking about, burst open and mix? You talking about a fucking cornbread box?
Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
Monami's notebook.
This is the end!
What does that even mean?
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
It only wrote some shit that Chiaki would know. That's basically all this motherfucker's saying.
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Yeah, whatever.
Huh? What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Right. The topic we discussed was that.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
And you know what? I just realized something. And this might be me pulling this out my ass. I feel like they made you play as Nagito in the final room dealing with Manami. So this moment right here could mix you up, because it mixed me up. I'm like, didn't Manami talk to me in the final dead room? But it wasn't Hajime, it was Nagito. I feel like they did that on purpose just so you could mix that up, but it didn't fool me. Yeah.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room, but the only one who knew that.
This is fucked up.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Tell Kazuichi get back, bro.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Honestly, that's the only foreshadowing, and I tried to ignore it when she did that shit. I swear to God, I tried to ignore it when she did that shit. But the same way Hajime is trying to ignore what he saw in that notebook, when she put her fucking card up to that shit, I don't know if I said it in the video or not. I'm gonna say that I didn't, but I thought in my head, okay, you just did that. That means you're the traitor, bro. Because no one else even tried to do it. Like, I don't know. They wrote that like that on purpose. Come on.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
Right.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Nar, but at the same time, yar, because, you know, it line up.
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
What the fuck? Why do I have to do this? What am I even arguing against?
Chiaki is not the traitor!
Okay.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not.
What?
The only person who knew it was a fake was...
You?
Me, when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
What the fuck am I supposed to even do right here? I don't want to believe it, but I have to move forward. I have to move. What the fuck am I supposed to even do? Bombs were fake. Manami was apparently peeking at the whole thing. Right. So I could use Sonia's account against her.
Me, when
Here we go.
That's not it.
I mean, not there we go, but there we go. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, that's not it. That nigga,
That's not
like,
it.
he's fucked up.
Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Manami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Manami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess.
What's up?
The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Manami.
I did not want to hear that!
Okay, bro. I don't want to hear you. I just want to... Come
Enough
on.
already. Please do not say another word.
Says the motherfucker that's still talking.
I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Okay, bro.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake, That does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
You want it to be you? Bitch! They got this sad-ass rebuttal showdown music. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. Fuck.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Well, bitch, you were doubted multiple times.
I also knew the bomb was fake.
You were doubted multiple times. Like, a lot. So, yeah, that happened. Sonya, she's panicking pretty badly. I won't have enough. They're doing that fucking stupid shit again.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. Kuki knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki. And so, you could not declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
Fucking pussy bitch.
Damn it. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
There we go.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
God damn, the evidence I just told you. What the fuck? Y'all ain't listening to shit.
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
Damn.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time.
Why the fuck is that shit is hurting my ears? You got loud with it. It's hurting me.
That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little?
Thought you said you ain't had nothing else to say, bitch.
There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before.
Okay.
Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone.
Okay.
You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Damn.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
She's a fucking code. She's gonna be fine.
I'm sorry.
She's gonna reincarnate.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means.
Mind you, the thing is, she probably could have survived to the end if it weren't for Nagito. Nagito was like, whoever that fucking traitor bitch is, I fucking hate them. I hate that traitor bitch. I don't even know if Chiaki did anything besides just be from the Future Foundation, but so is Monami. But Nagito was like, hey, whoever that traitor bitch is, I fucking hate them.
And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
How you in Future Foundation going against your orders? You're a glitch.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
The fuck?
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me and cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Because Nagito is fucking crazy, that's why. That nigga made sure he got the traitor up out of there. Excuse me, but fuck that bitch. Like, that's basically what he said. A B? How the fuck did I get a B? You know, get the fuck off my dick. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. Well?
Even so.
Yeah, this shit hit different. Wow. Well, I guess that bitch ain't the mastermind, but she was something. I was on her tail that whole time. I knew the whole time that she was something. Fuck are you roaring for, nigga? What the fuck? Pick your head up. This is supposed to be a good development for you. Death. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from Future Foundation and Nagito's Komae to Kyomen is... Chiaki Nanami!
Damn it!
You fucking serious? That was correct. The fact that Chiaki was the traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true.
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chucky, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right? Damn, bitch, and I was so close to finishing your fucking obtained. I was right there.
I'm sorry.
No, the fuck you not, you pussy. Would have been better if I could have just said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause...
I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray.
Well?
If you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. The fuck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You right?
Why?
That's not the time to be laughing.
Well?
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chucky, you will always be our friend. Even now. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, I don't really know what the fuck this bitch did that was like a direct betrayal, but I ain't, you know. We do not blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find a killer and eliminate him? If so, isn't it strange? Strange.
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor. Huh? Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all the... To form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chucky.
You really are a kind-hearted person. Huh? You think so? I thought this was the AMD 570 in my, or 5700 in my shit. Jeez. I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey, come on now.
Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
Then, I cannot lose to Chiaki. It's like Chiaki and everyone else. Even if I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
What? Hiya, I must retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate? What?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
A Cyberman attack! It didn't work. She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What the fuck is going on?
Huh?
Monokuma like
No.
I'm not dead. A new fucking one came out. Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spear, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Okay.
That's...
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Why is his fucking eye tattoo shit dancing differently from his body? Is that bitch a hologram? A sticker? It shouldn't be moving like that.
Hey! I won't forgive you. I won't let you.
Monami, you...
Hey!
Ooh, how exciting!
Just around 10 to the 60th power. To the power 60? What did you say?
What?
1 million. 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead. And then that's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey!
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad!
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and illegally created in a Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Mind me finish them off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic? Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on. If you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna get so if you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey!
What is going on? Don't tell me you're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
And how many Monamis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th? You don't have to say anything. I know. Let's see, you have just 10 more left, right? I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up. Even if I have no chance of winning,
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
right?
Damn it.
The fuck is going on?
Please
I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between two organizations? Okay, that's it. Just leave that shit for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Ugh. Hold on. Just a little more. Just a little bit more. Shing! To wait or not to wait? That is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
Huh?
Why even Monami? It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that would defy me anymore. Yeah, also I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that?
Huh.
It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway, and not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things.
Good shit. Let me know when you about to fucking talk, bitch, so I don't interrupt you and you don't interrupt me.
I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter.
Yeah. She's talking that shit. She's talking that shit right now.
If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Monami. Yeah.
Love.
Death. Darkness, despair.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah, because that bitch know once we die, we go to that other world. We take off the VR headset.
'Cause I know.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you do.
Please don't forget about your teacher.
Okay, bro.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
What the fuck? This trial is crazy, bro. I don't know. Chiaki has been found guilty. Time for punishment. You too, Monami. Look at her face. She has no care in the world. Monami's more scared, and that's a fucking robot. Damn. That bitch does not care about anything. That bitch said exit? Oh, what the fuck? I thought she didn't care, but she getting gone. But she don't got the legs. She don't got no legs. Oh, what the fuck? Did you run into the television screen? You ran into my monitor? Oh, what the fuck is that? Tetris? This bitch Nagito will not leave her alone. His fucking cloak is attacking her. Damn. GG. Damn. You didn't even go splat. You just disintegrated. What the fuck is that block made of? You didn't even go splat. You just disintegrated. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments without realizing I had fallen to my knees, feeling the powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask. Before I could say what I needed to say. Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I said that, would she have been comforted a little? If she was executed as a traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurts.
I don't believe it!
Goodness gracious. That was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. What? And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you need to rely on them. Huh? Does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can finally leave this island?
I shall now present...
For you 5 who's survived up to now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. If you're acting like your usual self, you'll be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it, what are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does that mean the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool!
Okay. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and the enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No.
Well, you just have to look forward to the rest of the after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles. Huh?
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of all the remaining 2 days until the is a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless life back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it don't even matter. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened until now. I didn't think about what was gonna happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day, and the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying and nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really gonna end? What is everything anyway? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything gonna end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope Peaks, Monokuma's true purpose? Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that. If we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly, my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. I feel like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. Like everyone was gone, I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly could believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage desperate to escape that fear. That nigga glitching. The simulation is broken. His VR tweaking. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
I knew it. I knew who it was gonna be. That bitch, she glitched back in. She glitched back. She didn't go splat. The bitch didn't go splat. She disintegrated. She didn't go splat. The bitch turned into the fucking Matrix. Hajime? Good timing? Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Sorry. Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently there was more than that message inside the laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer? Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why the fuck would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will. Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it. The restaurant. I'll head to the restaurant, you fool. I'm about to see a couple screen tears. It's okay. That bitch giving me the shivers a little bit. She scared the shit out of me earlier today. And she's scaring me again now. Get back. That motherfucker. This motherfucker Hajime loaded a different save. You know what? Oh my god, bro. This nigga loaded a different save. He could not accept that.
Yo!
Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Whoa. Whoa. Kneel before Miss Sonya and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamsters and I found it when I stopped by the factory, so she do got the hamsters.
Listen well.
Get back. A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
I'm not saying you be going with a walk with Gundam. I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. This nigga about to tell us, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I wonder
who's watching this message.
Like I said, let me know when the fuck you about to talk, bitch, so I don't interrupt you and you don't interrupt me. Common courtesy. Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. It was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer and he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Get the fuck back! Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video...
How unfortunate.
And unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm gonna speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. A special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... What? What the fuck you just say to me, bitch? Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. That bitch is censoring you. I don't know what the truth is. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolve to take it immediately. I should have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a brilliant protagonist myself. Check the web for more detail. What the fuck did that say? But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's hopes and mysteries. What? The island's mysteries in the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. This nigga done creeped me out so much I done lost his voice. I gotta activate his voice again, but I'm guaranteed he's gonna do that glitch right now. Okay. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is seriously pissing me off. What? Seriously pissing me off. Hell and ice and something ketamine. What? Is only happy. It's only what? Jeez, what a hopeless truth. What was Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The key to enter that place is that message you found in Nezumi Castle.
Well,
normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by some other than Monokuma, or Monami, but that has nothing to do with me. What the fuck are you? That shit is blowing me and it's creeping me out. It's making my head tight. It's making my head squeeze. Like, y'all ever get scared and y'all head like squeeze? I don't know how to explain it, but my head is squeezing. You still think you're not gonna die or something? Stop it. Don't stop. 12. I had to hide this truth until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's the time to announce it, right? So then I'll announce the password. 11037. Why does that sound familiar? That sounds familiar. 11037. That sounds so familiar. Where did we hear that from? That's the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that in a specific place. There's only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's it for me. With this, my duty is finally finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
I don't know if I'm gonna call you that, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. This was Nagito's final message. That bitch implanted it in my brain. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. I don't even remember. Did she even have a voice? I don't think so. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter Age of the Ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go. Should I go? Should I? Outside. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Are you fucking... Like, are you instant transmission? How you doing that? How you do that? How you do that right there? 11037 sounds so familiar. Where do I know that from? Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking. Racking?
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's sort of a lie to be freaked out like that. You are a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. It's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. Did you get taken? You shouldn't be talking like him.
Thanks for the food.
How do I do it? If you're gonna let it out, why don't you let it out the Tupperware again with me?
Dumbass.
Not the time to fuck around, nigga.
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's gonna be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The fuck? Bitch, don't treat me like no kid, nigga.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Bitch, stop. I'm happy to see her again, but get the fuck out of my ear with that.
What?
What was that? That's what I'm asking. I don't know what the fuck that was either. Bankai. Stop! This nigga tweaking, gang. Get back for 3 seconds and start trying to slice all of us. I told you don't understand your piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please? Yeah, I know. I'm overwhelmed. All my niggas is back, but they're not back. They're back, but they're not back. It's a glitch. 11037, right?
Fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. I wonder how much shine that shit is. It might be magu magu. Niggas might turn niggas into donuts. Okay, no Gatling gun. Good shit. The future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. That bitch said, call me the ultimate hope. Maybe one day. He woke up out of his capsule. Did he wake up out of his capsule?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this bitch about to jump scare me with Nagito face. Get back. This world? You're in a computer. But I don't want to see no cold jump scare. What is this, the power button? This is a blue screen of death. Whoa. Whoa. Stage clear? Ah, get that out of my ear. Chapter 5. Smile at the hope in the name of despair. Danganronpa. To be continued. Okay. Well. Abandon all hope is crazy. That's the achievement I just got. Would you like to save your progress? Absolutely. Stop playing with me. What the fuck is that? Elephant poop? What is that? It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. Every time that it happened, I would have to steady myself on my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun. So I was feeling rather excited, but I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it, so this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor. Like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I meet for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it tends to bend to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world. Not even a speck of dust. That's what my teachers taught me, that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had expectations for you, huh? It's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person. Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much. Hate? Then, explain your hand. This. The end of that bandage. It's a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Oh, that's strange. Huh? Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what'll happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Huh? Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. It's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent Your thoughts? Your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I don't know what the fuck is going on. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at the Jabberwock Island, but where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I just think he said? Yeah, he definitely said it. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that. What is a graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Alright. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? I don't know. And since I don't know, I'm getting off. Anyway. Like if you fuck with it. This fucking trial... Okay. In terms of, like, heart, the last trial with Gundam them was better. In terms of my brain, in terms of the cogs twisting and turning, this one's fucking with me. And it's making me unsettled. Like I said, my head kept getting tight. I'm getting scared, I'm getting frightened. But anyway, I like it. I hope you like it too. So like if you fuck with it if you did. You know what I'm saying? If you did, fuck with it, like. Comment if you got any games with me to play. Subscribe for more content like this. I catch y'all niggas in the next one. Peace.